Okay, the next thing I'm going to look at is the price to book value. So it's like, is it a really high price for the share price compared to like how much assets this company has, minus what they owe. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to go to extra resources, and I put a little calculator here. So what you can do is you can type in the thing that you want, the symbol. Okay, and then you want to look up assets and liabilities. So these three blue things you want to look up. You have to actually go to CNBC. And so this one takes like a little bit more work, but you're only doing it for 5 companies, so it's not that bad. Okay, so what you need, again, is the assets and liabilities. And if you go to its the CNBC site, you can find that in financials. All right, so here are assets, and just go all the way to the most recent one, which is here. Total assets, 23. This is actually not 23,000. These things are listed in like millions, it says here somewhere. Yeah, in millions. So 23099 million. So basically add 6 more zeros to that. So it's this with 6 more zeros. 000. Oh, shoot. Okay. Sorry, let me add 6 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What are its liabilities? Let's take a look. All right, total liabilities. This one right here. Okay. This is in millions, so take that number before the decimal and add 3 more zeros. Okay. Total liabilities. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. So your price to book value for Luckin is 0.84. So I'm going to go over here and 0.84. Okay, let's do it for Dutch Bros. So same kind of formula. Dutch Bros. Their symbol is BRAS. Okay, that automatically updated the market cap. And I'm going to, I have to fill in the assets and the liabilities. Okay, so for Dutch Bros, oops, this is still a monster. Dutch Bros. So you got to look it up. Scroll. It's under financials. Total assets. That's like stuff that they have that's worth money. So like valuable stuff. So those are in millions. 2501, and then 2501, and then 6 more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's take a look at the liabilities. Total liabilities, this 1963, 63 millions, so 000. All right, so Dutch Bros price to book value is 15.76, so you kind of have to pay more in the share price for like their assets. All right. Oh shoot, what was that number again? 15.76. 15.76. So you'd basically do that for all of these. So Luckin, based on how much assets they have, is pretty cheap for their share price. So this is like more than 15 times more expensive if you're just looking at like, how much stuff that company has, including now what is actually in the assets. You might want to take some time to look over the things they're accounting for assets. What are they accounting for? Cash, okay, like money that they have in the bank. Accounts receivable, that's like money that's coming to them, and then other kinds of things like goods or factories, the property that they have, all that kind of stuff. So those are all assets. And then liabilities are things that they owe. Okay, so do they owe any debt? Do they owe any like any other company that they have to pay, that kind of stuff. Basically debt. All right, so that's it. So we can take a look at the price to book value and kind of just like price to earnings, or those price to ratios. Usually if you have a lower number, it means that it's could mean that it's a good deal. Could also mean that there's something else that's wrong with the company. All right, so you can use that to find it out.